What's good? It's Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
This is not
Not
another damn
another damn
podcast.
podcast.
Presented by
Our
our
damn
damn
selves.
selves. Episode 295.
Yes, 295.
You got it. You've got it, kid. You've got it, Johnny. The last Dragons reference right there. Yeah, 295, 295. Before we get started, got to kick things off. First of all, a special happy birthday going out to Babe Lindoria.
Happy birthday. I saw. Yay.
Yeah. Went out,
Yay.
had some good seafood.
Hmm.
Yeah. No, Babe's big seafood fan. I'm into seafood as well. So yeah, a
As am I.
little lobster and crab leg. We were getting it in last night.
Nice. Nice.
So, had some good birthday food and all of that. Yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
that's what we did.
Cool beans.
Mm-hmm.
And the weather was still somewhat okay. Like I said, it's starting to snow now, but I mean,
Yeah,
the
a
weather was
little
like
snow
okay.
now.
So.
Yeah, a little snow. It is January, so yeah. Funny when people complain about the snow now. It's January. Chicago January. We've had a mild January so far.
Yeah, we've gotten a little bit spoiled, like looking ahead, even like looking, I'm like, okay, it doesn't look like it's going to be too bad so far. But I
Mm.
mean, I don't count anything out in Chicago. I just
But you still got the rest of January, all of February, and most of
all of
March.
March, half of April.
Down with that. Calm down with that. We good. Fuck with the groundhogs. Fuck Poxatomi Phil, whatever his name is. Fuck what he talking about. Fuck what Phil talking about. Yeah. Little Groundhog Day reference for those. Yeah, classic film, the 1993. That was 30 years ago. Wow, the 93 classic Groundhog Day with Bill
I'm
Murray.
sorry, that was 30 years ago. Oh my
Just
gosh.
thought about, yeah, it was 93. Yeah. So that's one of the 30-year movies. Yeah. Like say the list that comes out classic movies that came out 30 years ago. That's one of them. Groundhog Day.
Yeah, we're old now. We're the old people now. No.
Back in my day.
Because it's like when I think about 30 years ago, my mind is still like, okay, 30 years ago was like the 70s, in my mind still. And now I'm like, no, 30 years ago, it's
Still thinking
90s.
good times and stuff like that. Like, nah. Now
Exactly.
now it's Fresh Prince and Martin. Like those are the old souls
The
now.
Love Boat.
Those
I'm
are the
thinking that's 30 years ago, Isaac
those.
doing that. But
You thinking like Scooby Doo? Like no, now it's like Animaniacs and Tiny Toons. Those are the old cartoons now. It's like
oh, it's a classic. Like if I like when I hear my kids like, yeah, so oh, that's a classic. What? It's like, no, this is my child. Well, my
not
child.
Scooby Doo and Fat Albert like back in the day, like the 70s and 80s cartoons. Not like the old cartoons now are
Muppets, the Muppet Show
Animaniacs
was
and
30 years ago.
Ninja
That's 30
Turtles.
years
Those
ago.
are the old shows now. Batman the animated series. Those are the old shows now, which is fucking great. By the way, it's on HBO Max.
It was. I'm gonna get into it. Oh yeah, on
I'm
my
a
downtime,
Batman
I'm gonna
guy,
start
so I've been
watching.
watching it.
I'm gonna start watching it. Yeah, I'm gonna
I
start
got
getting
my
into it.
HBO Max and I was like, oh shit, they got Batman anime, so I started binge
I'm gonna
watching.
start watching it. Yeah, I am. I'm gonna start watching it again.
Yeah. Batman the animated series, a classic series, yeah, a throwback. Now, that's a throwback.
I can't.
That's where we are right now. Also, before we get cracking, shout out Mike Jones. He posted. It's funny the Gary Cat post. He posted this. Um, and said, if you saw Chicago, where do over East start? You know my answer. I've given it and I
Stony
posted.
Island.
That's what Mike Jones posted too, so he knows that much. Mr. GI knows that it starts on the island.
It started at Stony Island. Stony Island is 1600 East, so I would say over East.
I say yeah, Stony Island, anything past Stony Island, east of
Yeah,
Stony Island. My guy Chill put Jeffrey. I'm like, that's a little tight to me. Like, I think give it Stony, give it that extra those extra 4 blocks.
that's just 4 blocks.
Jeffrey
Yeah,
is 20, yeah. Stony Island is 16.
it's
So I think
16. Cause like Ridgeland, that's East. Like when you start thinking about stuff like that, Ridgeland, Bennett, that's East.
Euclid, all of that shit is like, yeah,
Euclid, Cornell,
yeah.
yeah.
I
East
think
End,
those,
East. It's in the name, East End.
yeah. So that,
Like, come on now. It's like, yeah.
yeah.
So
My
I
guy,
say, yeah, I say Stony Island.
my guy Chill said Jeffrey to the lake. I said anything east of Stony. That's what I'm saying. That's I think over east starts there. Anybody from Chicago, you know what over east means. Like I think Stony Island. These just made up boundary lines. I think
Boundaries, yeah.
Stony Island. None of these are like official boundaries recognized by the fucking surveyor, the Illinois surveyor. We just made them
But
up.
we grew up over east, so
Yeah.
like we grew up over east,
Yeah,
so
we were well past Jeffrey and Stony. Yes.
we're a little bit biased. We're a little
Yeah, we
biased.
were
So.
past Yates and shit. That's how far over we were. It's like we were east of fucking Yates. Yeah, so we definitely grew up over east. Yeah. Past all of that shit. Yeah, so over
Mm-hmm.
east. Yeah, say I think Stony Island's a good
I think
boundary.
Stony, because
The
16,
Stony
that's
because
think
and it
about
has
it.
a different feel. Like east of Stony and west of Stony, it feels different. Like anybody who's like
Yeah.
driving or even like walking is like yeah, like it just feels different and shit. Like certain like
Mm-hmm.
streets are like boundary lines. Like yeah, it feels different when you're on the other side of Stony and
You
on the
do.
west side of
Mm-hmm.
Stony, on the east side of Stony is like the way the people move.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's just yeah, it's a different feel. Like yeah, so I
Mm-hmm.
think that's a good divide. With Jeffrey, it kind of feels the same. East of Jeffrey, west of Jeffrey, it kind of feels like
Yeah, kind
if
of.
you're over on Ridgeland and if you're over on Paxton, it kind of feels the same. But if
Yeah.
you over on like Kimbark and you like on Ridgeland, that feels a little bit different. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a different feel. It's like yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Stony Island. This is just based on that. If you've ever been around, yeah, you know. If you know, you know. Like I said, it
If you
just
know,
it's
you
a
know.
different feel on that side of Stony Island. So good dividing line there. So there we go. So how the hell do we get this motherfucker cracking? Man? A lot going on. Mm.
Uh, well, people are preparing to see like who's going to make it to the Super Bowl. That's where we
Yeah,
can start there.
we won't because we're recording
Big
as
game.
playoffs are going on, so we can't give
Mm-hmm.
final results. Yeah, but yeah, it's NFL playoff action is in full effect. Yeah, right now. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so we
And
shall.
Marcus made an interesting comparison. He said if Dallas does advance, if Dallas can win, he said then it's going to be a black quarterback in the Super Bowl. So
Mm,
he was saying that he was like, if they do, he said the way that the stuff is said, he said it will be a black quarterback in the Super Bowl. I was like,
mm.
because I was like, are you trying to bet on Mahomes again? I was like, do you think they're going to go? Because I see a
Yeah,
lot of
well,
people
we
saying the
don't.
Chiefs are going to
We
go.
when this airs, it'll be well after we'll know if Dallas win or not. But yeah, so right
Yeah.
now, because as we record it, this hasn't happened yet. Yeah, so
Right.
all of that'll be set by the time this actually
Yeah, but he was like, he thinks that Kansas City, because like a lot of people are saying Kansas City is probably gonna
KC
go all the way. A lot of people are like riding them again.
their year
So
again. KC,
mhm. Yeah.
which they're
And
very
like we
good.
gotta see, you can't bet on black. Mahomes bet on black. We say like, hey. So we'll see what happens with that. I'm looking forward to Super Bowl action. Looking forward to it
Yeah. Mm.
in the new digs, like because it's different in the new home and the new digs. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
Super Bowl Sunday. When we say Super
Yeah.
Bowl on here, this ain't the radio. God damn it. Because I work in radio and you can't say fucking
You can't
Super
say the
Bowl.
big game. It's
Game,
the big
yeah.
game.
Say the championship. Like, you got to say all kinds of dumb shit to like, so who's winning the championship? This team or that team? It's like you gotta say it, not who's winning the Super Bowl. Like, but I'm saying Super Bowl here. It's like FCC regulations. Like you can't because Super
Yeah,
Bowl is trademarked. So like
it's trademark.
whoever owns the broadcast rights to it, like yeah, whether it's Fox, whether it's CBS, whatever, because it rotates.
It
like different
rotates. Yeah.
channels get to take turn. NBC, like anybody who has an NFL, which pretty much all the networks at this point.
Yeah, all the
NFL is
major
so big.
networks. Yeah,
NFL is so big that all the big four all air the NFL. Like because you
they
got
do.
Fox, yeah, CBS, and then you got Sunday football and shit, yeah. Now you got Monday Night Football on ABC. Yeah. Sunday night is fucking is NBC. So yeah, like Fox, NBC, CBS, and I just thought about that right now. Yeah, NFL is so goddamn big. Yeah, that all the networks, even Jeff Bezos said, I need to get some of that NFL. We airing the
Yeah, with the
Thursday night
Amazon.
games on Amazon. God damn it.
Because that confused the hell out of me when Marcus, I saw him log into the Prime account. I'm like, why? He said, I have to watch your
Watching
football. I'm like, on Prime?
Thursday night football. God
He said,
damn
I'm
it.
watching Thursday Night Football. I'm like, on Prime? He's like, yeah, it's on Prime. I'm like, okay.
Bezos said, I need some of that NFL money. God damn it.
It
I'm gonna
confused
build
me.
the richest man in the world, but I want some of that money, some of that NFL
Take
money.
that, Elon Musk.
By Twitter, I'm getting this NFL Thursday night football. God damn it. I think it is a dick slinging contest
first,
between
first world problems, right?
super first world. That's the billionaire dick slinging contest there. Okay. Oh, you buy Twitter? Yeah. We're buying the rights to the NFL. Yeah. Aaron, Amazon Thursday night exclusive
that.
Amazon. You want to watch Thursday night football? You got to get a Prime account now. And people are so thirsty, they definitely gonna get signed up for Prime just to watch that. Ain't gonna watch shit else. They gonna sign up just to watch the football game. It's people that never had a Prime account when they say, "Okay, now I gotta get one."
Because wasn't there a post saying like people try to explain to like their boomer parents how to like log in right
Yep.
to your boomer
Yeah,
parents?
yes, friends to them how to watch the Thursday night football game. Had to show Pops. He was like trying to find the game. Yeah. Like, well, it's not you. You turn turn that Comcast off. You ain't gonna find it there. Damn
So we
it.
always said jokingly, like if Dad was still here, like Dad would have been so cool. Like Dad would have been on everything. Like our father would have
He
like
already had
had
his Prime account. He wouldn't have had to look. He would say, "Oh,
he
just
would have
log
been
into
super
Prime." Okay,
cool.
yeah. He'd have been had his Prime account. Dad would have just logged in. So okay, there it is. But yeah, NFL is the biggest sport in the United States because it is a map out there. Like, I'm a map guy. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
biggest sport
Always,
in every
always.
country and shit. And like overwhelmingly worldwide is pretty much hockey. Soccer and shit
Yeah,
worldwide.
football, that
Almost
football,
every country, like probably
football,
like 85% of countries, the biggest sport is like soccer and shit. And
soccer. Yeah,
the United States is football. America,
football.
Canada is hockey, of course. Is like and then some Euro. So a lot of those it's basketball in some of those countries over there. Like yeah,
Yeah,
Euro because like the Euro basketball.
the
Like
Euro League. Yeah,
a lot of those. Yeah,
I
like
won't. I won't let y'all disrespect curling.
no, that's not no country's number one sport. It's fucking curling.
Nobody checking for curling.
And it's probably baseball in some I forget what countries like
Maybe like
might be some
like the Hispanic island, like
Latin
Dominican
American
Republic, yeah, like that.
like baseball might be. I
Oh,
gotta
because
look
they crack out baseball players. Dominican Republic, they crack out most of the league. Is like,
but
yeah,
pretty cool map. The most popular sport in every country. I was like the NFL, and I was like, I'm definitely not surprised at that because every network airs the fucking NFL. Even Amazon airs NFL.
even like mom watched the Super Bowl, so it's like
Yeah, she don't
she doesn't
watch
even
sports.
watch
She don't like
football. It's
sports.
like
Not like football. She don't like sports.
she
But
don't
she
like sports. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you're right.
mom,
She don't like
mom
sports,
don't like sports at all, but she'll watch the Super Bowl.
but she'll peek at it. Yeah, like she probably peeked it last year to see like
She's on the
Mary J.
West Coast,
Blige.
Dr. Dre and all of them.
She
She
probably
looked.
peeked it to see Mary J.
She looked at. Dun, 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 dun,
Mom was probably
dun,
doing
dun,
the Mary
dun.
J dance.
How
We
can
wasn't with her, but I'm sure that she probably did peek at it. She probably did.
yeah, but been some good playoff football, so we don't know what happened between the Sunday games. You had Giants, Eagles, Cowboys, Niners. We don't know those results yet, but we won't know what happened yet, but definitely looking at some good stuff. Want to shift gears, talk about this police thought, what I'm calling her.
Wait, what?
You know the story, right?
Enlighten me.
Let's pull it up then. I'll just pull it up
Let
then.
me see. Maybe I might know. Like police thought.
Yeah, if you know, you know.
Oh, the one that let the train
Or
ran on
you
her.
know the police thought. Yeah, you know what I'm talking
I
about.
mean, the one that was in entanglements.
Mhm.
Or is that what we're saying still? Are we still using entanglements or not? Well, hey, she says it's a team effort and she's just taking one for the team, I guess.
Took 5 for the team.
I don't know.
Let me share this goddamn story.
I was like, oh my gosh. Like when I saw that, like
And
what the
she's
hell?
married too. And her husband is sticking with her. People like that box must be amazing. And he's sticking by her side like he ain't leaving.
5 officers fired as sex scandal royals. Five.
That's her right there. It's a video. Never mind. I gotta put it back. Yeah. Damn video. Yeah. Let's pull it
She
back. I
was
want to see
smiling. She was
I want to see the
like,
group shot. That's what I'm looking for. Damn it. Where's it at? Had the group shot. See. I'm looking for the damn. They had the picture up. Well, that's her right there. I want to
that's
look.
her, yeah.
Want to see the group shot with everybody in it. That was fast. There's her right there. What's her name again? Megan Hall. She's almost
You know
got
what
her.
I'm thinking about?
What?
Constance Fry. Constance Fry.
Right.
It's Constance
Anytime you
Fry.
call, Constance will fulfill your needs. Winter, spring, or fall. And she stepped on the ball.
I'm thinking she's Constance Fry.
Gotcha. Were they tied and the other guys? It's Winthorpe Todd and those other 3 guys whose names I don't remember. They the other officers.
My thing is, but the husband is like, but then again, like you don't know what be like. People be into some weird shit. Like
Yeah, like he
he
might have
might
been
be a
watching though.
cuckold.
He might have been
He might be
watching.
a
He could have been
cuckold. He might
filming the
be.
whole time. That happens. Like, yeah, dudes are standing there filming with their phone to watch somebody else fucks their wife. It's like some cats are into that shit.
Yeah,
Not only did he know, but he was in the room
he was in
recording
the
the
room
shit.
watching it
Yeah, recording the
and
shit.
was recording it. Some guys are into that. I mean, not my cup of tea at all. But if that's what like, if that's what you like,
But where they went wrong because some people like looked at it first as like sex. They had big deal that if you're into that, you're into that. But they were doing this shit on company time. That's why they
on
got
duty,
fired.
yeah,
They on duty and shit. And yeah, like you supposed to be like patrolling the streets and you like
you can't be in a
patrol,
motel, fucking basically like.
patrolling pussy and shit, not patrolling the streets. Nah, bro, it don't work like that.
Some people I know, like I said, my previous job, I know somebody that got fired for that because they were on company time and then they were in the hotel getting getting it with subordinate. They were with subordinate. I won't say what but I mean, but people
I
have
work in radio. If I told the stories I know now,
you know what company I
I'd have
work
a
for
target
because
in
the
my head if
previous
I told some of
supervisor.
the stories I know about it.
Yeah, but that's what they told me because they was like, yeah, because he was like a big person, like a big wig in the company, and then the person was a subordinate. She was on, so that that's a bad thing right there. Like you're in a position of power over somebody, and then y'all in the hotel
Getting it in.
on company time, like having sex. Like okay, like yeah, if you're both, if everybody is consenting adults, you can't tell adults that they can't
Yeah.
have sex.
Especially if you have, especially even if you are like
You
have strange sex fetishes, like where
right?
you want to watch a bunch of dudes gang bang your wife, like that's your business. It's
That's
like as
do
long as
you,
everybody in
homie?
the room, as long as everybody in the room agrees to the shit, it's like yeah, it's like
Right
yeah, but yeah, like if y'all are fucking on company time, yeah,
on company time.
that's
That's
why they were fired, not for being sexually
not for
degenerate.
being freaks.
Yeah, got fired for like
For being
yeah,
freaks.
y'all were like supposed to be on the clock.
Not
Fuck,
on
I
the
think
cock.
not on the cocks. Yeah, exactly. We all kinds of puns in this shit.
You can't do that, right? You can't do this.
And
So
that's
that's where people,
mhm.
for people to be like, well, they're adult. It's like they're not fired for having
I
sex.
saw
They're
yeah
fired
that
for
because I saw
company
that
time.
argument is like yeah what's the fuck you trying to slut shame is like, it's not about slut shame it's about they were fucking on company time that's why they were
Right.
fired. So, got nothing.
Things that constitute automatic termination at a job. If you sleep on the job and you fuck on the job, if you do either one, or if you steal on the job, those
Oh
three.
yeah,
Usually, if you do
stealing
those three,
definitely.
you're going to get fired immediately.
Mhm.
If you steal, because we've known people who stole time, you clock it in on shifts that you not clocked in on.
Oh yeah,
We've known people who done
I
that.
definitely had jobs when I had jobs when I had to punch a clock. It definitely I see, hey, punch me or punch me in
Punch
like a
me
certain
in.
time.
No.
Or leave. Yeah, I want to leave early. I'm like punch me out at
Punch
10:30.
me out. No.
Punch.
Like you leave an hour, all right, punch me out at so and so. Nope. Nope, not losing my job.
Yep, I
And
don't
then,
do
like I
that.
said, then
No
obviously the
cats that just go
people,
along and get along like Kwame Brown said. Yeah, I know cats that just do
right.
that. Me, I don't do it. Yeah,
Or if
I'm
you
not
sleep on
watching
the
that.
job, because then, I've known people who got fired for sleeping on the job.
Oh, I
You
know a
can't
jock that got fired. Like, how you think I got the overnight shift? The guy that did overnights before me fell asleep on the air. It's a homie of
and he was
mine too.
snoring.
Yeah, I won't say his name, but yeah, one of my homies. Yeah.
Like, wait a minute, is that white noise? Like he is snoring. And then, like I said, obviously, you have sex on the job, you're going to get terminated immediately. And
Mhm.
then, depending on the job, because I've known people like, if you fight, you will or will not get fired. Like sometimes you get fired for fighting, sometimes you don't. It just
It
depends.
depends. Yeah. Hmm.
Because at Marcus's old job, like people like actually fought and then they kept their job. Like, what the fuck? Like,
That's cold.
how did they keep their job? It was fighting. I
That's
mean,
cold.
but they punched somebody and like punched a supervisor in the face. Like they, yeah, like they still got a job.
Must have worked at UFC or WWE or some shit.
I was like, oh my gosh. But yeah, the police thought or whatever, Megan Hall, I mean, you played yourself. I mean, all those officers. Now you lost your job, you lost your pension.
Yep, all of y'all because you wanted to have set and like not I'm gonna go there. Not talking
Because she
about
wasn't kidding.
not talking about the chick's look. She wasn't even good looking either. Yeah, but then
That's what
again,
people were saying. People
yeah,
said that
that
she
doesn't
like,
matter. Like I said, like we don't know how. Yeah, we don't know how. Apparently, it's something because like the husband is sticking by her, so maybe she do got that good. I don't know. It's like,
somebody said she was like the Rick and Morty character. She like Rick and Morty.
so maybe she
They
got that
was wrote
good.
to her in the comments. I was like, damn. Maybe she got what that mouth do.
Maybe she got that good. We don't
She
know.
got the wop. Right.
Bulls in this house.
Some holes in this house.
Certified
There's some
freak.
holes.
Who made that song? Her name was Megan as well too.
I can't.
That's what the
Maybe
cops
she
said.
might got it. She might.
I got that wop.
Hey.
Make that pull out game weak.
But whatever you do in the privacy of your bedroom, just keep it in the privacy of your bedroom so you don't have any extraness that happens. So if you want to
Just
do stuff in your bedroom,
fuck after work. That's what it's like.
but to keep it in your bedroom.
Yeah.
Keep it in your
If
bedroom.
they had done any of this after they got off, it would be no issue. It's like it's gonna be like the moral police and try to judge you, but I don't give a shit what grown folks do in their bedroom. It's like, yeah, as long as
Exactly.
everybody is consenting. Like I say, yeah.
Everybody
In the
has
room agrees. Okay, we all cool with this, right? Yeah, as long as everybody agrees, like,
different things that
do
they
you,
like.
homie. I said,
So
yeah. So I don't judge that, but yeah, like the stealing on company time, yeah, like that shit that's the problem.
the phrase I'm gonna do that black people we say, if you like it, I love it. The phrase I'm gonna say, you like it, I love it. Like,
Well, I
do
say
you?
do you, homie.
Do you, homie? Not my cup of tea, but do you?
Also, what's not my cup of tea? You see that P Diddy was trending, and not PDIDDY, PEE
He.
DIDDY. Shout out to
All I
Diddy
know.
because allegedly, like they haven't confirmed with Diddy and Carisha, better known as Young Miami of the City Girls. Period.
Period.
The
Period.
more ratchet sounding one, even though that's not saying much, but yeah, that's the one that sounds more ratchet. You know, like they the one with the more irritating voice is the Young Miami. That's that's which
I
one.
honestly don't know these girls. I
Yeah.
mean, I just know them for that Usher song. Go Usher, baby. That's the reason why I got into the City Girls. I like that Usher song.
I've known them since they did the Kiki record with Usher. Yeah,
Oh
she's the
yeah,
one
that's right. They were
net
on there.
worth and
That's right. I
see
forgot
what's your
about that.
net worth. That's her.
That's her. That's
That's
Carisha.
that's Carisha.
The net. Wait, yeah, okay, that's her. Yeah, she does
Yeah,
have
that's her. Yeah, that's
the
the one.
ratchet. Okay, I
That's
get.
P Diddy. So, well, allegedly, like, because they've been leaked for like a few months now. Like Diddy and Young Miami is like he said she likes getting golden showers. She admitted that on her podcast that she likes
Yeah,
golden. Let
and
me
they
pull
said
it.
that Wish McCullough is in the cell mad as hell,
The
probably
guy's
somewhere R.
too
Kelly
young.
is.
That's why you're like, hey,
Well, she's too old for
that's
R. Kelly,
inside.
so
I just
oh,
like it. I don't know. It just do something to me. Period. That's what she said.
Do you, boo?
Well,
I
yeah,
mean,
definitely. Yeah, she's a
do
grown
you?
woman. Robert wouldn't be into her. Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah, she's too old for
I say
him.
that'd have been the ultimate fucking that'd have been the ultimate
Same girl.
collabo. The collabo song R. Kelly featuring Young Miami. That'd be amazing.
No, R. Kelly and Diddy, same girl, featuring Young Miami.
Yeah, bad boys. Take that, take that.
Well, I mean, if that's what you're into, I mean,
Once again, no judgment. Have you
people
grown?
are just
You want
being
somebody to
really
urinate? You want somebody to urinate on you? Do you?
I guess people are just really forthcoming now in 2023. People are just like, fuck it, I'm gonna speak my truth, I guess. People are just
There's a lot of
really candid about things
sexually
now.
degenerate stuff out here this week. Like it's I don't know what's going.
This
Yeah,
is gonna be a sexy generated
sexually
podcast, I
degenerate.
guess.
We call it that. It's like yeah, sexual.
Because when I was looking at my notes, I'm like, this is where we're going. I said, because it's a lot of shit out there. Like, I guess. But the whole PD thing, like, this is I guess maybe whatchamacallit did it first a little bit, Sex in the City, because I remember years ago on Sex in the City, that
Oh,
was
I didn't
one
watch
episode of
Sex in
Sex
the
in the
City.
City.
Explained to me. Yeah.
Okay, so in season two, Carrie was dating a guy. He was a politician. He was running for comptroller,
Okay.
and she was dating this guy. And after they had sex, and then he was like, yeah, he's like, sex is amazing with you and this and this and that. And then she's like, is there anything that you need from me? Or he's like, well, it's one thing that you can do. He said, we could take a shower together. And she's like, okay. And he's like, after you get done, he's like, I want you to pee on me.
A golden shower together. Damn it.
And then Carrie was like, and Carrie just couldn't bring herself to pee on this dude because she's like, I can't do it. Like she's like, I can't do it. She's
Yeah,
like, I just
Samantha said,
can't.
"Yeah, I pee on guys all the time." Like I'm sure that's probably how the episode went, right? I didn't watch it, but I'm pretty sure that's how. Oh, I do that all the time. It's no big deal.
Well, Samantha didn't say she peed on God, but I think Samantha said she peed on God once, but it was an accident. And
Okay.
then Samantha was basically saying that she was saying it's not surprising because she said a lot of times men in power want to be humiliated because she
Oh,
said,
honey, guys ask
like
me
if
to
you're
pee on
used
them
to,
all the
yeah,
time, honey.
if you're used to like somebody like kissing your ass, then it's like you want to be dominated. So she said that's very common. Men in power want to be dominated, want that to happen to them. And then when Carrie decided that she couldn't do it with the dude, then the dude ended up dumping her because because he said that well my manager said that it's not a good sign. He said it's not a good look for me to be dating a sex columnist so close to the election.
Hmm.
And Carrie, she took offense that Carrie was like, I just write about that. She said, you actually are the one who has offended people peeing on you. And he was like, yeah, but people don't know that about me. So then Carrie wrote an article about to pee or not to pee. That is a question. But then she used a pseudonym for his name. She didn't use his real name. But when he read the article, his face was like, because it was obviously about him, but then she didn't use his real name in
How
it.
could you
But
write that shit, Carrie?
his face was like, like that. But I was like, Sex and the City did it like 20 plus years ago with this
25 years
episode.
ago.
Yeah, it's like season two. So this was early. It's like season two of Sex and the
Once
City.
again, old school show, Sex in the City.
Right.
Yeah.
but young Miami, Carisha, and then a lot of people are judgy about their relationship anyway because it's like Diddy has had like he had another baby and
Yeah. And
he has
she's
like another girlfriend too.
young too. Yeah. Like Diddy is like in his 50s. Like she's young and shit. Yeah. Young Miami. She says,
He's like 30. He's like 52, 53 or something,
we'll
right?
definitely look at that crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he had another baby because he did, because I saw the baby. He had a baby back in October that just came out recently. Like, yeah, I had with my baby. And then this new mystery woman. So I mean, he out there spreading his seeds but
Yeah. Hey.
people are just thank you for sharing because it makes me share about
Glorilla also was on Angela Yee's podcast. She said some wild shit too. Like it's been a while. She talked about she likes guys jerking off in her food or some shit like that. She said, "Let me pull it up to quote." God damn it!
Wait, what?
I'm like,
No, Gorilla, no.
what are we going? What the fuck are we doing? I'm FREE.
FRE, all right. Like, what? I mean, I get like, okay, like we know the game, like, we're all adults and like they have like the card games now where it's like you have to like, those card games. Like you said, if you're at a game night and you like admit something at a game night, okay, but going like on a podcast or like
Mm.
just freely talking like, hey, like I
If you ever
XYZ and just
checked out
like
Angela Yee's lip service podcast, like it's very yeah, they get ratchet on it.
graphic.
Yeah.
I've seen like I've never listened to like a whole episode, but I've seen like clips, or I've like seen quotes, like little blurbs that popped up, and I'm like, well,
Mm.
I mean, I guess like, ladies are being sexually liberated, I guess. Like, hey, they're like, I'm not the only, like, men ain't the only one out here just being able to do their thing.
Mm. Oh yeah,
But
she said
you
she
found
was
it.
bullshitting, yeah, but she did. Yeah, she's obviously like the conversation turned about what yeah, what chicks do after giving a guy oral sex, like if he when he finishes in her mouth, basically. Hey,
Mhm.
like do you what do you do and shit, yeah, with with the fucking load and shit, yeah. And let me pull that shit up, yeah. Let's just pull a fucking story up, yeah.
Free.
Y'all drink, yeah, I'm so cold, but yeah, like I do some weird. Let's say we just got done eating, then right after we have sex and some food, I'm gonna still eat it. So if you finna nut, I'm like nut on my food, I'm gonna eat it. Put some fries, put some of my fries real quick, I'm gonna eat it. So there you go. You drink NUT on a French fry on a
So my thing
FRI.
is, so is this basically just like, like these ladies want their DMs to just start buzzing like crazy? I mean,
It's probably something to this shit.
I mean, you know how guys are. Like guys, like some guys, like guys that say like, oh, so, but then they'll be like in the DM, like shooting a quick DM to somebody.
Yeah.
Like, hey.
All that is the DM blowing. Like Cat saw that shit, and
Yeah,
like, and Cat's like probably like and football players, other rappers, probably like all in the hey, what's up, Glow? Holler at me, hit me back,
actors.
girl.
Some actors were in there, I'm
Actors.
sure too.
Hey, Glow, what's up? I saw
CEOs.
you. I saw you on Angela Yee's podcast. Hey,
People slide in DMs. That's a thing. People slide in DMs.
Yo Gotti made a whole song about that. Now he's with Angela Simmons. This is a meme going around. I only saw
I
that.
know. I understand. Like I was going to touch on that too, like the meme. And
I just follow Angela Simmons. It's from
I think it's like when he was saying that he realized that
it's
the graphic
they
wasn't.
probably just like for photographers catch moments like that. That's all that they were the basketball game is like yeah they just
Maybe his team was losing.
snapped a photo. Yeah, and it looked like she's all like she leaning in, smile. He's just like
He's like,
or like even if it wasn't losing, you just watch it as a guy. We just concentrating on the game. With the
yeah.
girl, she might not be that into basketball, so she's like, yeah, being cutesy and shit. And he's just like, hey, I'm watching the game. Could have just been simple as that. It's like, because
Because
that
me, I'm
after
definitely not cute when I'm watching the game.
yeah,
Like I'm into the game, but that yeah.
for some girls, like especially like going, yeah, you like out in public, you going, especially going to games. People
Yeah,
go
you're
to
saying
games
courtside.
and
You're
want to be
going to be
seen. It's like you
seen.
like, yeah.
You're going to be seen when you say
But Yo
courtside.
Gotti might be a serious hoop fan, so he's just like, yeah, I'm trying to
He's
watch
into
this
the
shit. It's like,
game.
yeah, it could have been that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And she's like,
But it's like, yeah, when
and
you
he's
chase her for
like,
6 years and then realize she's annoying or some shit like
if
that.
she's corny or whatever. When you
Yes,
realize your crush is corny or you realize that your crush is annoying or whatever they said.
yes,
But
something like your girl, you probably just you chase for 6 years, it's annoying or something like that. Yeah.
and I've seen people like talking. I see another thing talk about her saying that like she made him wait and this and that. That she went through other guys first and then like ladies stopped doing this. And it's like, but at the same
They
time, like
never really dated. Like he made a song about her and then they talked a little bit and then it didn't go anywhere. Like that's like
she was engaged to her child's father at the time when he made
yeah,
that song. She
yeah.
was with her child's father and they were
The
engaged.
song was like 7 years ago or something like that. Yeah.
And she was with her child's father.
Yeah.
And then she did briefly date Khalil Mack when he was with the Bears. She briefly dated him for a hot
And
second.
Chad Moss and shit. It's like
Let's say about that, the
a
Bears.
lot went on during that time. Yeah.
And we ain't gonna talk about him.
Won't let you disrespect sad fucking Musk.
Speaking of cornballs.
Shad motherfucking Musk.
Taking a private jet. That's cornball right there. But no, though, it's like the guys, like I'm sure they like so from what I read, he was married at some point. So it's
Yeah.
like he wasn't sitting there, like basically the point I made is that he wasn't sitting there pining over her. He
And
was not
he's
pining
like,
over her.
and he just it was a line in the
It was a
song.
line in
Yeah.
a song.
Angela Simmons at the time, especially she was like the it girl, so he's
He
like
was an
put her
it
name in
girl.
there. Yeah, I just follow Angela Simmons. That's my crush. It's like, yeah, like I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm sure he wasn't like Steve Urkel and Laura. He wasn't probably sitting around like
Pining
that. It's
away.
like that. It's like he's like, yeah, she's hot. Like, yeah, like if I'm gonna send somebody a DM, that's who I'm gonna send one to. Like it's probably as
Mhm.
simple as that.
That's
Yeah.
basically what it was.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't pining. He wasn't like, dude, come take me and this and that. But I mean, a lot of people
Wearing you
do just
down, baby. It wasn't like Urkel
a
and
lot of people just like to shame women, just make women feel like,
a
like if
lot of
you
people
sleep with a
just
guy, you
go ahead.
sleep with a guy too fast, you're a slut. You make a guy wait, he's gonna cheat on you. You do this, it's like, everything is like you can't make a right move. It's like so but since you open
People
up the
just
door
want to
about
hate
the
on
it,
other people. People just like to hate on other
yeah.
people's happiness as well.
But since you opened that door up, I said we could keep on. I said because like Angela Simmons was the it girl during that time. Now Lori Harvey is the it girl, and
Yeah, I
apparently
love me, Harvey.
she's getting a lot of hate.
Yeah. So there
She's
again,
getting
so
a
that
lot.
means in about 5 years, her and Meek Mill are gonna date then because he name dropped her in the song back. He said, hey, I got Lori Harvey on my wish list. So like, yeah, they gonna that's gonna be his Yo Gotti moment. Like Meek Mill and Lori Harvey are gonna be together in about 4 or 5 years. Like he mentioned her in the song back in the day. Damn
Because
it.
apparently Lori is, I think, dating a guy from Snowfall. I
Yeah,
forget his name.
yeah.
That's I don't watch Snowfall, but the guy he's on Snowfall, and like a lot of people are up in arms about that.
Well,
They're up
like
in
yeah,
arms
she just going through all the cal. I saw that. Yeah, she just going.
about her dating him, and people were calling her a hoe and saying that she's
She just getting
been run
ran through by
through.
the whole industry. I did see those kind of comments.
And my thing that I say, like I said, I don't know Lori Harvey. I've never met the girl. I probably will never meet this girl or whatever. But I did read an article while I was at the doctor's office for my chiropractic appointment. I read an article about her in Essence, and she's on the cover of Essence this month. And she actually basically said Lori Harvey in her words because she says that there's a lot of stuff out there basically about me and like I just don't talk, but you're gonna hear things straight from my mouth, hear it straight from my mouth or whatever. But like we've heard the rumors that like she's been run through, but it's a difference between dating and sex. You can date somebody and never have sex with them.
Yeah, like that
You
happens.
can.
Yeah, just because like people automatically assume like
Now, if
because
you having sex with
yeah,
everybody that you go out that gives you a happy meal, then it's like, okay,
yeah.
maybe you need to reevaluate yourself. But you cracking open your legs to everybody that you have dinner with, like you went to Chipotle, like you cracking your legs open.
You got you a chicken bowl and shit with
Right.
guac and shit. So you gave him some. Yeah, hey, sorry, it's extra for the guac. Damn it! So
Guac. So now
you
you
got your
got
guac, so you felt you had to give him some. Then you
yeah, now you've been over.
got
Yeah.
you that steak bowl with guac and shit. You're like, oh yeah, I gotta give him some.
Gotta give me some. But it's like, dating is just that. And like in the article, she basically talked about how, like she said that she's going to be selfish, basically. She said that, she knows her worth and she knows like what she has to offer and she isn't going to settle for less. So basically, what she says is like if she is going out with somebody and then she sees that it's not going
Not
there,
what
she
she
said,
wants. Yeah.
deuces. She said, I'm out. Like,
It ain't what she wants. Yeah. Like saying Lori Harvey's bad, yeah. Like she's not ugly, so yes, yeah. Why not? Yeah,
and look at who she was raised by, Steve Harvey. She was raised by him. So
so yes, yes, that's who she was gay came
she
up
has
under
a certain level of pedigree that
has
she's
a
you
certain
like,
expectations, yeah.
yeah, certain
But
expectations. So you can't come half step into
that's
her.
that's your earliest memory of a real role model. Like you got certain expectations you gonna
Mhm.
expect. Yeah.
And my thing is, yeah, it's like if you are dating somebody and Like, where do you draw the line at? So it's like if you're dating somebody, and if you're dating somebody for like, let's say 6, 7 months, because that's like a good amount of time to like really,
Know who
once you
somebody
really start to
is.
get to know somebody, you really start to get to know them at like the 6th or 7th month.
Yeah.
And then you find that you guys are just nothing. You guys are just toast. So do you just keep on gritting and bearing because you don't want to look like a hoe and break up with her? Or do you like, what do you do?
Mm,
Like I say, don't stay in a situation. If you're not happy in a situation, you gotta bounce.
mm.
You have only one life to live. Like you don't like everybody. Like I get annoyed by girls or women, whatever. I get annoyed by everybody you date is not marriage material. I just say it like that. Some people are just a one date and like you went out on one date, it wasn't what it was, and just block them. Especially if you met them online, block them. Like block them. Like don't keep on trying to force something that isn't there. Well, they could be that. No, they're not. Y'all have nothing in common.
Opposite
Y'all
of
don't mesh.
you got nothing in common.
But we know people like that who everybody that they meet is this is my future husband. No, it's not. Or this is my future wife. No, it's not.
Yeah.
And even some people are in your life for just a season.
Yeah.
You may date somebody for a year, and it wasn't nothing like it was a bad breakup. It's just that you guys just wanted different things. Like if you wanted to start a family, they didn't. You gotta move on. You don't stay and be like, well, maybe they're no. Like don't stay and
Yeah,
hope that
y'all
they're
got
changing.
different yeah. Y'all want different like somebody
Yeah,
wants kids, the other one don't want kids. Yeah. And like
yeah.
yeah. You find that out, like I said, like 6, 7 months in, like
Six, seven
pretty
months. Yeah, you
yeah,
find that out.
yeah. What do you do? Is like do you stay hoping that the person that doesn't
They'll
want
come around to your
finds
side.
yeah.
No, don't do that.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, and she's young too. I mean, like Lori Harvey, she's only 26. So my thing when people are like riding her, it's like, just be happy that we're not famous and that social media wasn't a thing when we were 26. just be happy like that.
26.
That's why I say
I was getting my feet wet in radio at 26, man. Yeah.
for the judgy people out there at 26.
Shout out Club Voyeur, and I'll leave it at that.
Like I'm thinking about the guys I dated prior to 26. Ill. Ill. Like now one of them I would not have married. Like if I would have married either any of those guys, like I would have been divorced before 30. Like, that's all I'm saying. I would have been divorced before 30.
Especially the Michael Jackson impersonator.
I never dated that person. And then Oz is being funny because it wasn't a Michael Jackson impersonator.
That's just what we
He was,
called it. Yeah, it's a
but that's
whole
what we call
story.
him
There's
for
a whole
fun. It's like
story
a whole
behind it, but
inside
yeah,
joke.
which I
It's
won't
a
go
whole
into. Like,
inside joke. Before
I
you
won't
guys think that I was in Vegas with somebody, no,
because yeah,
no.
because if you had went to Vegas, your haste would have been costly. Yeah, if you had
You see my face I'm giving you.
yeah,
But like I said, just be happy. Like I mean, the people that's one fault that I do feel that some of us, like I said, now like we're considered the older generation now. We're considered older. And I
yeah.
feel like sometimes we can be super judgy, especially if we've found the way and we've bettered
I
ourselves
love
now.
to say about my era specifically. Like we had the
The
motherfucking
freaknik.
Freaknik, and and like unless you had a camcorder, like most of that Freaknik footage is dead and buried. It's like a few videos on YouTube that you'll find, but it's not much though.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
Mm-hmm.
maybe like you might find like less than 10 videos total about the Freaknik. About all of that shit is like
And
maybe
then
10 videos like
and
total.
then what was in my era? Girls Gone Wild.
On
Cancun.
wow.
That was in my era. Girls Gone Wild.
Mhm.
Some of y'all was in Cancun wilding. Some of y'all was, but
Mm.
it's like being super judgy because like now, like, you've been married for 15 years, you're a PTA mom and this and that, and like and these girls are just so loose. It's like yeah, you won some thong contest back in the like you were
You were a
like when
fucking
Cisco
stripper.
did
You were a
the thong
stripper.
contest,
Yeah.
you were up there with the thong contest. So
You were a stripper at fucking Arnie's. Shut the fuck up.
right, like why are you being
I don't
super
know.
judgy?
You were fucking Arnie's back in the day. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
But I mean, that's why I say to people, unless, like I said, and then like the people who try to what I was, I say, unless you married your high school sweetheart, unless you were Corey and Topanga, where like you had sex with one person and married that one person, you have a past. Everybody has a past. Everybody does.
Exactly. We
So
all
don't be super judgy. And the moment that you get, and then the thing I warn people about when you get super judgy and you get on your high horse and you start preaching and doing all this, you better hope that nothing ever comes back in your ass because people are going to light you up. But
especially
if
yeah,
you act
turns out your husband has holes or
your
whatever.
husband cheated and he's had like
He got side babies,
he
all of
got
that
side baby,
nonsense.
he
Yeah.
got all type of mistresses everywhere, your ass is going to get lit up. So don't get super judged. Like, yeah, well, I'm very selective and like I've been with my husband.
We're all flawed. Just don't be judgy. My thing,
Yeah,
yeah.
don't be super
I
judgy
definitely
because
got a pass. Like I said, like my early days in radio, especially, yeah, I was doing some dumb shit. Like looking
yeah,
back, like yeah, I probably shouldn't have done. I probably shouldn't have hooked up with her. Looking back,
yeah.
yeah,
But I mean, you was feeling yourself.
yeah.
It happens. It happens. You were feeling yourself. I mean,
Especially during that era with no social media. So like we were the celebrity. The radio was the social media. It's like yeah,
yeah,
so we
yeah,
had all eyes on us. It's like yeah, it wasn't
yeah.
Instagram famous. It was radio famous back
Radio
then. It's like yeah,
famous. Yeah.
that's what we had. So if you're on the radio, so somebody just hear you on the radio and they standing in front of you now, like yeah, like they like oh okay, I'm gonna go home with him. Yeah, it's like yeah, so, yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah. We had
people like
radio
to
thing.
be super judgy and like to forget that they're a human who has a past. And yes, like it's great that you turned your life around. It's great that you rose above things and you did this. But if you see somebody who may need a little bit of guidance,
Mm.
come in and guide with them. But don't shame them and put them down or whatever, especially if you don't know all the pieces of the puzzle or
Yeah.
whatnot.
Oh, and
So I
speaking of
mean,
let's talk about it since we're talking about it's kind of in the same boat as that. Let's talk about it. Ray J, Princess. They got to be the most toxic couple, like top 10. Looks like they working it out. Yeah, was for the 42nd birthday. Ray J and Bay, Princess. So like is I guess the divorce is once again off again is off again now. They didn't have an on again, off again. Rage. I ain't gonna play the video because I don't know if it's
yeah, just taking now.
yeah. We'll just read the caption. So but yeah, like they had filed back in the day. They had filed twice for divorce, yeah.
Yeah.
Princess, yeah, it was like before the pandemic and then back in 2021.
The fact that she filed when she was
She
pregnant, when
filed
she,
first and then Ray filed back again after they made up the first time. Ray filed in 2021, yeah. So but she filed originally like some years ago, yeah. Then they did the little show, the celebrity, well, yeah, the couples retreat, I think is what it's called. Yeah, like Ray and Princess were on there because I watched it with Babe. I saw Ray J was gonna be. I was like, okay, I'm in. No, we
they
watched
are
this.
super toxic. They are a toxic
At the
couple,
end of
but
that series, they had decided, yeah, we done. It's like so. This was like what, like a year and a half ago. They say, yeah, we done. Yeah, we not gonna work it out because they went on the show to try to work it out.
they're one of these couples that they have amazing, like I said, I think that they probably have great sexual chemistry. Like I said, I don't know these people, but they probably have great sexual chemistry. But they also have their strong personalities, both of them. So then they just when they fight hard. When they love hard. And that's the definition of toxic. When you
And I like
fight,
to say,
you fight hard. When you love hard.
as I always say, and Princess is not ugly. That's probably a draw with Ray J too. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, very attractive. So yeah, he's
And she has his kids. So,
like the mother of his children. Yeah. So
so I mean, he lucked out that like he don't have a bunch of baby mamas running around.
yeah,
He got one.
he didn't get his Nick Cannon on.
He didn't get his Nick Cannon on. He got one person who happens to be his wife. So
Mm-hmm.
no baby mama. He has a wife with kids.
Yeah.
So that's what he has. So when you got one sick, okay, like yeah, if I go over here, this bitch might be crazy too. I know her crazy, so I mean, let me just stay with what I know. And I think that's what it is. Like he's just staying with what he knows.
We're gonna see what happens. Looks like Ray and Princess are working it out. So yeah, best of luck to them. Yeah, let's see what happens.
Just don't get pregnant again.
Yeah,
Because
don't.
like a lot of times we see that where like I said, shout out to Real Reality Gossip where they said the Band-Aid baby, because sometimes the Band-Aid babies happens. So shout out to them for that.
I saw one of their videos they talked about with Justin Timberlake and
Justin Timberlake is just good. They said, but the
like
Band-Aid baby.
I call it the quarantine baby is what I call with them because that's when she got pregnant during the 2020 all of that, yeah, because a lot of
Mm-hmm.
babies were born like that's gonna be the quarantine baby era. I think a lot of babies were born, and that was
Yep.
one of them. Yeah, was Justin Timberlake, and
You made out the quarantine, you made out the pandemic without getting pregnant. Raise your hand. You made it out without getting raise your hand. The quarantine days, people were like, damn. Like I'm like, some people's like, damn, she pregnant? She pregnant? She pregnant? Like, damn. Won't be I. Not I.
some of them quarantine babies came out of nowhere too. Shout out Sierra Monet, like we didn't even know she was pregnant. First, she posted the bump when she was like 6 months or something, like barely way. I was like, oh shit, Sierra, when that
People were
happened.
very proud. People said they wore because like when you were in quarantine, you did a lot of these, you did a lot of Zoom. So from here up, you can't tell that someone's pregnant.
Yeah.
You can't. So and then you just wore like looser fitting stuff. When you see the person, you wore stuff that like covered this section, covered this region.
Yeah.
And then when it probably just couldn't be seen anymore, like about 6 months, and it's like, okay, bam, here I am.
And she did her reveal, like showed her bumps. Like, oh shit, okay. Yeah. It's like who knew? We all know. So I didn't even know she was dating, god damn it. That was one that really helps. Shout out Sierra, her West Side ass.
But good
uh
luck to Ray J and Princess, I
I hope
guess.
they make it, yeah, because
Good luck to them, because
might as well stay together at this point. Like, yeah,
and for the kids, like my thing is like, you don't want like the kids like getting confused. Like daddy's home sometime, daddy's not home, and because they got young kids, and
yeah,
yeah, the kids like they want their father at home. Like children want their dad at home. They do. They want their daddy at home.
yeah,
So hopefully they like. I mean, he's 42 now. Ray J's the same age as me. He's 42, so it's like maybe he's getting more mature because he was like, no offense, Ray J was a bit of a fuck boy
Ray
before he went.
Jizzle, let's go, man. I won't let you diss
Boy,
Ray.
he was.
I'm
He
not gonna let
was.
you shit on Ray motherfucking Jizzle.
He was. But it's like when you get over 40, like it's not cute being a fuck boy when you're in your 40s. You can't do that. It's like 40 and boy doesn't even go together. You're a fully grown man. So you do have to man up and take responsibility for your actions and step up, be a man. So hopefully he does, act right and raises his family with his lovely wife. So good luck to them. That's all I have to say. Good luck.
We're gonna go sad now. Tragic
Oh
story. Tragic is what I'm gonna call it
my
now.
gosh.
As I know
I
you heard
missed.
about this one, yeah. The the Darius Miles, the college basketball shooting. You heard about that, right?
No, I
You
haven't.
didn't hear this story? Oh well, yeah.
No.
Yeah, this was a big story. It's a college ball player, Darius Miles, is he and like his homie like Michael Lynn Davis is reading the story. Yeah, they were charged with capital murder in the shooter death of 23-year-old Jamaica Harris. Like the shooting happened like I'm gonna break it down without this, yeah, because it's too wordy. So I'm just gonna tell what I know just from following that story.
Okay.
It's basically like they didn't even know this girl. There's like no connection, yeah. Because at first it's like, oh, was it a lover's quarrel? Like he's mad, like yeah. But it was some chick that he tried to spit at. He was trying to holler at, yeah, and she wasn't interested. So then they fired, like yeah, went blasting and shit, yeah. So you can't even you can't even reject anybody nowadays.
Pause.
Threw it
And you
all
know
away.
how
So college ball play probably like I don't know like how good he was, but there's a chance like he could have gone pro. Let's say yeah, he was like yeah, like he was like serious like basketball player and threw it all away over some bullshit. 21 years old, young guy too.
my thing is, if you talk to a lady and she's not interested, move on. It's other fish in the sea. Move on. Move on, move on. Like I saw a story about that where a lady like refused a guy's advances in New York and then he shy and blasted her. I saw that story years ago.
There's another
And it's
video I
like,
saw last year with it was this
can't
girl, she
say,
rejected a guy and he had a skateboard. He just like wallops her like yeah, like uppercuts her with the skateboard and shit. I don't know what ever happened with that story. I was trying to find out like what was the girl's condition because like you get hit with a skateboard, that's a deadly weapon. It's like yeah,
Yeah, skateboard is hard.
it's
That's
like
a
yeah, if
hard
you could
thing.
have like did a broken jaw and knock her teeth out, like concussion, like anything. Yeah, like what happened? Yeah, I never was able to find out the aftermath. I
She
just
may
saw
not
the
be
video.
mentally like she may have
Yeah,
lost like
yeah, like is she like yeah not right in the head after that? Yeah,
yeah,
well you did clock her with the
might
skateboard.
have seizures because sometimes people have seizures after head injuries
Yeah.
like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I never was able to find out what the aftermath of that particular show. But this one, yeah, the girl got shot. And like what is the story, the way it's unfolded, looks like it was the other guy that was the gunman, but still though, you were part of it though.
You were
Yeah.
part of it.
That's what I'm saying. Well, you gotta separate from bullshit. We can't leave bullshit alone. Cause like from what I saw, like this other guy, he didn't even go to the college. He was just his homie. Wasn't like he was so like when you like doing something,
He was a coattail rider
you gotta leave
basically.
these bums behind and shit. Yeah.
My boy gonna make it in the
He going
NBA. He
pro,
gonna make
man.
it in the
Yeah.
NBA.
Yeah, he going pro.
He thinking he gonna be the next Maverick. That's what he trying to be.
He's
But
trying to be
Maverick actually
Maverick.
was about something. Maverick wasn't a bum.
Maverick
Maverick
Maverick wasn't
Maverick
taking
was about
LeBron's and
something. He
shit
wasn't a bum.
because they rejected LeBron or whatever.
Yeah, you not Maverick. Maverick wasn't a bum. Like, he had this bum ass dude around him and he trying to ride his coattails, like, yeah, my boy gonna make it to the NBA. He gonna be in there, he gonna make it. Top 10 pick. He's probably all in there hyping him up and doing all that. And
But
the young lady wasn't feeling it. And as a lady, you can't say
just
no. You
because you're the
can't.
star basketball player don't mean everybody in
Doesn't
her
mean
life.
she's gonna
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you.
She might
If
have a
you
man. You don't. Yeah, like she could have
or
had a
if
man.
you're
I don't
voided,
know.
let's
Yeah.
be real, you might be voided
Or maybe she just
personality.
wasn't
Some
feeling
people
him
don't have no
personally. Yeah.
personality. So yeah, rest in peace to the young lady. That's just so
Yeah,
sad.
beneath
That
her hair.
like
23 years old. She was a mom too. She had a son. Yeah. So yeah, 23-year-old mother. Mm.
like you can't even reject anybody now.
Mm. And
Like
you
like
think
no
about
like
that, yeah. They think about that, like I'm putting it in, make it. It's about to get real in this bitch, like Mr. Drummond said. Yeah, it's like you have a daughter who's going to be dating, like in a few years. It's like so she rejects
hopefully
somebody and shit.
down the line. Like I know
Like
what's
you know
going to
what I'm
happen.
saying?
But
Let's say 10 years even. Yeah,
yeah,
let's
I
say
know it's
that.
gonna happen. I know
Yeah.
it's gonna happen, but I'm just not ready for that. I
So in
know it's gonna
10
happen.
years, if she rejects somebody, she got to worry about shit like that. Shit,
The hell she better not.
shit.
Cause that's just so scary. It's like you're not obligated. Like you see an attractive lady, you're not she
She
doesn't
don't
have
owe
to
you
give her number
nothing.
to
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
She doesn't owe you shit. Like she doesn't owe you nothing.
She ain't interested. She ain't interested for whatever reason. Maybe it's you. Maybe she got a man. It could be any reason. She's just not interested. Whatever it is,
If somebody says no, thank you.
keep it moving. No, fuck that. Old stuck up ass bitch. And then you start firing shots into the car just for nothing.
Just dumb. And you threw it all away.
Yep.
Just
Now
being dumb.
you facing life in prison now. Cause like yeah,
Oh
first degree
well.
murder. Yeah, you facing life in prison.
I feel no sympathy for him. If you
Yeah.
stupid, you just stupid to do something that dumb over something that didn't even matter like that. It doesn't even matter. More so your ego was hurt. That's what was your ego. Your pride got hurt.
Play stupid games. Get
And
stupid.
that's where it was. Your pride was hurt. So then you decided to act off of emotion and not off of common sense. You acted off of emotion
Your
and not
feelings right.
sense.
But guess like what I like to say, I always like fuck your feelings too. Nobody give a
Yeah,
fuck.
fuck your feelings.
Fuck your feelings.
Mm-mm-mm.
You got anything else? Cause I had another ratchet story.
You can do your ratchetness.
Like to mention this, yeah. Like so when we are talking about this ratchet sex, you're gonna like this one. It's like
I wonder if it's one that I thought, but it might be. Let me see. Yeah. I saw that.
Healy Williams. She promised that she had sex at the same time with 75% of B2K.
She did a three-way with B2K.
Three-way
Three-way with B2K.
She had sex. She promised that she had sex with all three of them.
I saw that. She said that. She was like,
Rasby, Lopez, and three. So like Omarion was the only one that was.
Marion wasn't in it.
Omarion was a smart one, which is why he left the group. He said, "I want to bang that.
Dun, 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 dun. Touch.
I don't want to touch. Dun, 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 touch."
She said the thing. She was like, "Well," she said, "I wouldn't say dated. Dated is loose." And then she said, "We all have hoe days." I mean,
We all have whole days.
it was funny. She said, "We all have hoe days,"
I haven't
and
seen that whole days.
because once again,
As soon as I
we
saw
said,
the headline come up my thing and it said 3LW member, I said it got to be her. And she, yeah, said because it would have said Notori not if it was her. Like, yeah, because she's like known for other
Adrian
shit
Holden, it
besides.
was the
Known for
Adrian, yeah,
the other two are known for shit besides 3LW, especially Notori. She's more known as like her acting than
the
like
actor now.
LW. So would have just said Notori not admits to having sex. So I said it got to be one of the other two, and it's probably the one who I'm thinking of. Yeah. Before I even read the headline, I knew it wasn't Notori. I was like, could have just said Notori not admits to having sex. It wouldn't have said 3LW because the headline posted like that. 3LW members admits to having sex with B2K. I was like, it's probably the promises chick. It's her, the one that who couldn't talk. Yeah.
Well, I mean, she said that I had a past, and she said this has been my whole phase. So I mean, because she's a wife and a mom now, so it's
Yeah.
like
And
she's
out
like,
of
hey, I had a whole phase.
has been out of show business for a while now. She's like, so I guess she wants some of that spotlight back. So that's why this came out. Because she kind of been laying low for like a while. Like she like just did the family thing, and now she's like, hey, I want to get back out there.
With
Let me
some attention.
talk about my whole days.
Talk about when I didn't win with B2K.
Talking about when Jay Bug hit it then. So who
What
hit
you
it first
say?
then? Jay Bug, Lil Fizz, or Raspy? Who hit it? Who hit it first? There you go.
We ran a train on her. It's like, oh my lord. Like,
And then
well,
bump, 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 like the headline. And there's three of them too. Bump,
well,
bump.
she told her biz, and
She told her biz with Lil Fizz. Drop the jizz. I don't.
that note, I can't with you. That note,
I had to bring it up after bringing it down with the Darius Miles.
right?
So like, yeah.
Keely
So,
Williams always brings it up, I guess.
oh yeah. Every time we make it, sometimes it's always lively. She's getting tagged too, definitely. She got tagged back then, but she's getting tagged in the episode. She got tagged 3 times. Damn it! Not another damn podcast episode 295, the sexually degenerate episode. I guess what we call. You like what we're doing? Give us a like about this foolishness. Also, subscribe, share, rate, review on all your platforms. Talking Apple Podcasts, Spotify, TuneIn, SoundCloud, iHeart, TLC Talk Radio. What up, Tasha?
Hey, Tasha.
YouTube and your Amazon Alexa devices. Follow me at Ozman the Wizard on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Oz Radio on Snapchat and Facebook as well. You know how I do it.
And you can check me at MSIMA8626 on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Also, SCR8GULLEY1 on Twitter, SCR8GULLEY7 on Instagram. Also, please like the Straight Gilly Facebook fan page. Check out straightgilly.com for your blogs and your vlogs. And for your video production needs, check out straightgillyproductions.com.
I'm Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
We will talk to you later.
Bye.
I'm gone.